As mentioned earlier, we do have new talent coming into this business.
Slowly, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
And we had a recent commentator drop a few documents on the corporate desk. And in these documents and a post on Facebook, he clearly stated that after years and years of being out of action,
he's back.
He decided he wants to go back into training and test the waters a little bit to see if
he still got it.
He still has it. So, him being the voice of E-Pow, the E-Pow Nation knows
this person.
Okay. All too well.
Wasn't that same person interviewing you?
Yeah, he actually did my interview. He did a couple of them. Yeah. You know him as the Icon. And I'm almost certain that he'll keep that name
until he's ready to change it.
As an active superstar. So I propose this, Icon. After you decide you're ready or trained enough
to come back,
to step back into the squared circle.
Whew, man.
I would like to issue you a friendly little triple threat match.
Where are you taking this, partner? And who's in this triple threat match?
Myself.
Okay.
Yes, the insane assassin.
Okay.
The Icon.
Okay. Okay. Good.
If he should accept.
Okay.
And none other than the animal himself. What do you say, champ? Should we test the waters a little bit? Should the corporate team do their job and see how good their talent is? See how good their corporate abilities are? But just giving him a friendly little triple threat match. Because you realize we don't have to do nothing too epic for this one.
No, we don't. We really don't. This is a friendly one. Let's say. Yeah, we can test the waters a little bit. We can test it.
So when do you propose this? Do you propose this at Fight for Freedom? Or should we wait until next month's event?
Let's give him some time. Because, like, if we do it at Fight for Freedom, we're going to be too tired.
Well, that's better for him.
Yeah, better for him, but not for us.
But we're not in it to win.
You're right, but we still got to give it our all.
No, we don't.
So if he closed on both of us and pin us, that wouldn't be a friendly match?
It's friendly. Why? Because we're not in it to give it our all. We're in it to test two waters, to see where his skills lie.
Okay, you're right, but like, I'm going to be too tired to do this at Fight for Freedom. I wanted to take this match a little further than like 5 minutes. Not 5 seconds. You want something else.
I mean, that's why I said I was thinking about the same thing as far as giving him a little time to train and whatnot like that.
Okay.
But since we were earlier, discussing matches for Fight for Freedom, I figured you might be thinking, let's do it at Fight for Freedom. So we can do it next month, or say the month after.
It would be good to put him in Fight for Freedom, though. It would be, but it's gonna be too early.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little too early.
For him to,
if we put him in Fight for Freedom and something should happen to him, who's actually going to commentate those matches?
Yeah, you're right. Well, let's do it next month.
Yeah, because Fight for Freedom is going to be the most.
We still didn't find a word for that.
No.
But
event of all time.
Yeah, but then you got next month's pay-per-view, Battle of the Gods.
Was that what we called it?
That's what we used to call it. Now,
yeah, that's what we used to call it.
Now it's, I don't even know what's the name of it. Like, oh well. But we still got a good pay-per-view coming up for next month.
Yeah, well, next month we'll handle next month.
All right. Well, this month it's already down packed. We got the matches down packed and everything
for July. Yes.
Yeah, but we still didn't find that work yet.
You know what? Let's leave it up to the E-Pow Nation. To decide what we should call
those two matches.
Let's leave it up to them to determine how that word that they will decide later. This event,
right?
Fight for Freedom.
Right. Now let's get. We already took care of that. Let's get down to real business here. Let's get down to these rookies.
Yeah, those guys. Rookies, sometimes, they
trash talk.
No, it's not so much trash talk. Sometimes they tend to
be overconfident.
Get too excited. They get overly excited. It's like they got what we call performance ADHD.
But like, do you realize rookies back in like me, you, D'Angelo Hart, Jay Frost, what we had to do to become champions?
Do you realize what guys like us had to do to make it in this business?
Let's use me, for example. I didn't get a title shot until 2 months later.
You think that's bad? D'Angelo wanted to run a gauntlet.
You think that was bad?
With his last match being an insanity match against me.
You think that was bad? I had to run a whole battle royal with 50 superstars.
What a battle royal 50 superstars is just one match.
No!
Try a gauntlet. Non-stop. Match after match after match. No rest in between. And your last match you go against me in an insanity match?
I went through it. You forget? The battle royal.
I know.
Come on now.
I scheduled it, remember?
Yeah. Come on now. Like, really? I thought I was going to win the whole battle royal, become champion. As soon as I heard your song play, and you switched the matchup on me. I didn't even want to do it. But I'm looking at that gold. Did I really want it? No, I didn't. Did I want my life? You're damn right I wanted my life. You put me in 10 submissions. Think I'm going to give up. But did I give up? I never gave up.
Let's just say if he gave up, he wouldn't be here today. Because that match that he speaks of was the deciding factor for his career as an E-Pow superstar, in which he's still here. as an E-Pow superstar. And the current world dominant champion. Says a lot, doesn't it?
And don't forget, CEO.
Yes. See, back then, we had this thing called giving up the ranks.
No. Hold on. Before you say ranks, back then it was called respect.
It's always been called respect.
Now.
Yeah, because these rookies nowadays have none.
Now.
They have no respect for
Gold.
the gold or even the people that hold the gold. Because by talking about and disrespecting the gold of the champions that wear the gold, you disrespect the champion as well.
No. You realize, you disrespect the champions, you're disrespecting the title, you're disrespecting the legends who held the title.
But that it goes even deeper than that. Because if you're disrespecting the gold and the champions, you're disrespecting the business.
And if you're disrespecting the business, you're disrespecting yourself. But these rookies don't care.
They don't care. They don't know. See, I don't blame it on the rookies too much. I blame it on the people who teach these rookies what they know and who allow them to come out too early. You see, when they train these rookies, they tell them all the great stories about the gold and, you know, how they became champions and all that, you know, to get the rookies to be like, oh yeah, I it's my dream to be a champion. I want to be a champion. But look at some of the greats in this business. I'm not even talking about E-Pow and EX now. I'm talking about people like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels.
Bret Hart.
You realize it took Stone Cold Steve Austin 8 years to win the World Heavyweight title.
Wait, do you realize it took Austin 3 companies? 3 companies. They're the biggest companies to be known as a legend. Stone Cold started the business of WCW. And they went to ECW. And they came to WWE. Before it was WWE, it was WWF.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody knows that. You know, but the major point here is all these guys.
We can run down the list.
Knew,
we can give them 10 names right now.
All these guys knew
how to make a business
of gold. They wanted the gold.
They earned it.
They
received it.
Seen people putting the gold. But they set their eyes and sights, on the goal. But they didn't try to jump to the top. They paid their dues like everyone else. And they did the footwork and the groundwork. And they worked themselves up by rank, until they made it to that #1 contender spot and earned a shot at the title.
And then if they got it, they was king of that mountain.
Yes. They didn't just come out their debut match or their first time out and straight for gold. Because what would it look like?
Well, it did happen. It happened. Look at the GM. But he was placed in that match. But he is a good champion.
Yeah, but at the same time,
is he ready?
Think about it. Didn't Hart just cut a promo saying that the general manager himself feels as though he wasn't ready?
Yeah.
And that he can't handle this much responsibility?
Yeah.
Prime example of what we're talking about. He's United States champion, the EX United States champion, and the E-Pow general manager. Yet he feels it's too much responsibility. Being a general manager is a lot of responsibility. But being a champion, no matter if it's United States champion, a cruiserweight champion, an intercontinental champion.